Hello, everybody, and welcome to Hot and Rich, a show about celebrities. I'm your host, Cait Raft. It's August 5th. It's Wednesday. It's the middle of the week. And I'm so happy to be here hosting a show about celebrities. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
That's the voice of Jack. My husband, Jack. You all know
This is the
him.
part of the show where you say that's the voice of Jack.
I know. I have a kind of a routine. I don't know if you've noticed, but
I kind of. I'm just supposed
on purpose.
I'm just supposed to say something, and then you're like, ugh. There's the voice of Jack.
I know. I thought that's why you say something. Isn't that why you say something?
And there's the voice of Jack.
Isn't that why you said what
yes.
you said? Right?
I'm just calling attention to it. Making it a bit fun, being a bit cheeky.
Yeah,
mate.
Be cheeky,
being
mate.
a bit cheeky.
Are you being British?
No. Well, I mean, yes, but I shouldn't do it.
Yeah, because
I'm not.
that's a lie. You should never do an accent
I'm not British.
because it's a lying. Accents are lying.
Okay.
How are you doing?
Me?
Yeah, what's up? It's 4 p.m.
Feeling fine.
There's a kind of a breeze going on in my office here.
4:09 and I'm feeling fine. It's 4:08 right now, but I thought that would probably rhyme better with 4:09, so I gave myself the extra. It's only 23 seconds away or so.
You're supposed to talk when I take a sip.
Oh, sorry. I'm supposed to be talking then.
Here, well, let's try again. I'll take a sip and then you talk.
Wow. What the hell?
All right, well, at least you said something.
I did talk.
It wasn't anything. Like, you didn't say anything.
But I did talk.
But you did talk.
I did talk.
You did talk. You did talk.
Which I think is fair.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
I mean, you literally have to.
Do I?
I mean, because it's true.
I have nothing to say. Like, what's new in my life? Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing. Yeah, nothing. Nothing is new for me. Let's see. I went to the post office today. Mailed some paintings that I sold. Shout out to everyone buying my art. Thank you for supporting my art. artbykaiteraft.etsy.com. If you know what's good for you.
If you know what's good for you.
Wow. What else is going on? We're still in a pandemic.
That's right.
We still are in a pandemic. I remember every day. I have stopped having. I haven't had those dreams in a little bit. The pandemic dreams.
That's good.
The maskless villains chasing me down streets, threatening me with water bottles full of spit. I haven't had those dreams in a little bit.
That's good.
I know, right? That is
that's
good.
progress.
That's growth.
That's good.
I think that's good.
That's
I
really
salute
good news.
myself, frankly.
That's really good
I have
news.
nothing to say. I usually have some banter in me. I've got no banter in me today.
Wow.
I get nothing. My tank is empty. My banter tank is empty.
She runneth dry.
I runneth dry. I don't know why I runneth so dry, but I run.
She runneth dry.
I runneth.
She runneth dry.
I'm runningeth. I'm runningeth.
What do you mean you're runningeth?
I'm runningeth dry.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. Started watching a new TV show.
And what's that one called?
Outer Banks. It's like a teen drama.
Wow.
Everyone's really hot in it.
Okay.
But am I allowed to say teen dramas have hot people in them? Because they are teens.
Oh.
Epstein
theories.
I don't want to be like creepy to teens.
Yeah,
but
you shouldn't
I don't
be.
think the actors are teens. So
Yeah.
I think that's why they cast adults. It's so that we can all say that they're hot and not feel bad about it. Oh, okay. Cait said the actor is 28. Yeah. So they're hot. They're hot on that show. It's a show full of hot teens. Hot actors who are adults playing teens. Okay. That's what I mean.
Yes. Duh.
Okay. I'm not trying to. God damn it. The fuck.
No, duh.
No, duh.
Wow. Come on. Okay, here's the part of the show where I'm supposed to talk. It's me, Jack. I can talk up a storm, man. I can talk anytime. Anytime the sip is going on.
Oh, God. You're killing me.
There you go. You're all set.
You're killing me.
You're all set.
This Jake Paul stuff is crazy. I mean, it's just on my mind. The Jake Paul, raid.
Well, you're a big fan.
I'm not a big fan. I'm just, thinking about
You're not a
how
big fan. You watch his channel
the
a lot.
imagery is wild. There's, tanks coming out of his house.
Good
it's
Lord.
Wild. He has a bunch of guns.
Oh, there we go.
Is it going to be a Waco situation over at the
But
Jake
with
Paul
Team
Palace?
10, with Team 10.
Yeah. It's crazy. We'll get to it at the end of the show. I've got a whole, we'll talk about what's going on, but it's crazy. It's crazy. And it, just makes me think about how this one person from high school that I hate is really good friends with Logan Paul. And I'm like, wow.
Well, come on now.
Cool company you keep. I mean, I don't even know, though. I don't like Jake Paul, but I also don't like the tanks coming in and
Yeah, not with either of... Yeah,
I'm on
really.
neither side here. It's just dark.
Yeah.
I'm not with, the federal officers.
Right.
I'm not on their side,
Right.
that's for sure. Oh, yikes. I got nothing. Should we just, do... I don't have that much show today.
Oh, no. Well, what does that mean for Joe
So I'm
Hartzler?
trying to, filibuster.
You're trying to fill a lot?
I'm just, I'm lazy.
Hey, you ever know that alphabet song?
Oh, yeah, the one that goes A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I could really kill some time singing the alphabet letters.
I know the whole thing, actually. You only went as far as G, but I know I can actually get through the entire
Yeah,
song.
but don't.
I won't.
Okay,
But I could.
but don't.
If I felt like it.
Okay, but don't.
If I felt like it, I could.
I don't want you to feel like it.
Do you not believe me? That I know literally
I do believe you, Jack. Guess what?
every
I
letter of
believe
the
that
alphabet?
I believe that you know every letter of the alphabet.
You don't believe me?
I believe that you graduated first grade. I do.
Oh, well, now you're trying to be.
I do.
Now you're trying to be rude about it.
I'm not trying to be rude
First, you were
about
trying
it.
to say I didn't know how to every letter, and now you're like, it's not even that big a deal if you do.
I can't win here, can I? I can't win here, can I? I can't. Selling Sunset comes out on Friday. That's going to be a big day for me. That's what I have to look forward to.
It comes out like a
guess
new
what?
episode?
I can watch Real Housewives of Beverly Hills tonight.
Wow.
I can watch Real Housewives of Beverly, New York. Wait, Real Housewives of New York tomorrow. And on Friday, I can watch Selling Sunset. Oh, okay. Suddenly I feel good. Suddenly I have plans.
Now
Suddenly
you
I have
do
things,
feel good.
Suddenly I have things to look forward to. That's what, my life is just watching TV now. I've been watching a lot of HGTV, watching a lot of Love It or List It. Guess what? They always love it. They never list it. Boring. It's like the end, they build all this suspense. They're like, are you going to love it? Or are you going to list it? And then they always love it. They always love it on Love It to List It. Love it or list it.
Love it to list it?
They always love it. Guess what? If you're watching that show and you're wondering if they're going to love it or list it,
They're gonna love
Let me
it.
save you some time. They're going to love it. Every single time.
They're gonna love it.
But I do like that show. I like to watch people put the same backsplash tile in every kitchen. There's one channel dedicated to just white tile, and that's called the Home and Garden Television Network, HGTV. It's all the same white ass tile, Do I wish I have no backsplash? I live in a apartment that's so janky that we don't even have backsplash. Okay, so who am I to talk shit? Jack, I bet you don't even know what backsplash is.
Oh, I was just literally thinking that I didn't know what it was. What is it?
Google it.
Backsplash?
Okay.
Like when you waterfall with someone on your
What do you mean?
When you do waterfalls with the Mountain Dew Code Red, so that nobody, you do waterfalls so that not everybody drink.
Like this, like when you drink, but you don't touch the lip.
Yeah, because there's, I guess, very communicable. This is pre-COVID for some reason.
No, but this was a thing. Like
I guess now it's good to do again.
Yeah, you do waterfall if you want to share a drink with someone.
We should do waterfalls these days.
And then it's just where they pour it into your mouth from a distance, and you have to kind of catch it in your mouth. Backsplash is kind of like, that's a reason not to do waterfalling, right? Wasn't backsplash the germs that stay inside the container from like when you, and then a little bit comes back out?
That's 100% right.
Little spitties. Backwash. That's called backwash. The chat is always right. Thank you, Side Twitch in the chat for correcting me. It's actually called backwash. Backwash. A thing that Jack has never done. Wash his back.
Excusez-moi.
Just kidding. You wash your back, right? With soap? You take soap, put it on your back? Do you do that?
You sort of just soap gets all over the place when you're in the shower.
But do you purposefully put it on your back?
You just sort of let it get up everywhere, and it's all good.
So, no, you don't wash your back, it sounds like.
Watch your back.
I don't need to.
Watch your back.
Is that a threat? Okay, this banter has gone on too long.
Yeah, now the banter is becoming threatening.
Okay, listen, I have a new fashion. I'm like doing a new fashion thing. Okay. I've decided this fall, my fall fashion theme is going to be middle school 2002, and I'm going to start dressing like the popular girl I never got to be in middle school. So I found these like vintage, really at this point, juicy couture velour tracksuit, and I've located it's not that expensive. I've located it on 2 different sources.
You found a juicy?
I want nobody bid on it on eBay because I think I'm gonna win the bid. But I'm gonna soon have a all yellow juicy tracksuit if I win my eBay bid.
Wow, very exciting. Nobody outbid.
Nobody outbid me, please.
Nobody outbid now.
I'm so excited for it. I'll debut it on the show here. Sorry, podcast listeners, you won't see it, but you can hear. I'm sure when I get them
rough for podcast.
When
listeners.
I get the juicy tracksuit like vibe going, my voice is gonna sound so velvety. Yum 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 yum. I'm gonna sound so relaxed and fashionable and popular in 2002. Every girl in my middle school that was popular had a matching head to toe juicy velour tracksuit. Every single one. And I wasn't allowed to because it was too expensive. And then for Christmas, my mom found one on sale, but it was just the jacket and it was brown.
No.
My least favorite color. But I still wore it all the time. Did I always want to have matching bottoms? Yes, but you can't always get what you want, okay?
Yeah, it's like that famous song.
Can't always get, and I think the company is like out of business now because they failed. I think Juicy Couture like doesn't exist. I'm pretty sure. So now I want it. Is this boring? God, this is boring. Okay, let's do a segment I like to call Hot Seconds.
What? You're really selling it like that?
Let's do a segment I like to call Hot Seconds. Wow, low confidence today. I've got low confidence.
Jesus, I guess we're doing hot seconds.
Okay, our first hot second is about KELIS. She is pregnant again. She announced it on her Instagram.
As an ad?
As an ad. Well, I mean, at this point, if you don't announce your pregnancy as an ad, like, are you even a celebrity who's pregnant? Like, yeah. It would be stupid for her to not do an ad.
That's true.
At this point.
Yeah.
You can get free money. You're about to have a baby. You're going to need more money.
It's true.
No matter who you are.
Yeah, I would have to do it. If they sent me a bounty board that was like, name your child Mountain Dew, I'd probably have to be like, sure.
I would fully name my child Mountain Dew. Anyway, she said, Chef KELIS, table for 5, please. We're adding one more. Happy to announce that I'm expecting, and I'm partnering with first response pregnancy, and then she's holding the pregnancy test. Listen, this is the new thing. Every celebrity does an ad sponsored by a different pregnancy test company. You know, I've usually it's the other one. Usually it's the other company. I forget what it's called, but she's mixing it up. This is a different company. So yeah, I'm happy for KELIS. I like KELIS. Congrats to you, my dear KELIS.
That's cool.
Our next hot second is Zoe Deschanel - Property.
Oh no.
What?
Deschanel Property.
Do you think?
I hope she keeps her maiden name and doesn't.
I know that
she might become Zoe Property.
I know that the Property Brothers' last name is technically Scott, but do you think she'll take the last name Scott, or do you think she'll take the last name Property?
I think informally they go by Property.
Property.
They're called the Property Brothers.
She is. Zoe Deschanel is celebrating her 1-year anniversary with Jonathan Scott. It's Jonathan, right? No, Cait in the chat says, I thought she was married to someone else. No, they got divorced, and she pretty quickly started dating a property brother. You know, like of the Property Brothers. Oh, God, it's so, it's so dumb. But I got to read this caption, okay? Because this is like, maybe we should turn this into a song or something. I wish we had like, just some like jazzy vibes to play under this.
I only have the sad one if you want me to play that.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
All right, fine. I can do that.
This is the Zoe Deschanel caption. By the way, the photo is her with... Go back.
Oh, sorry.
Is her with snowman ears. And then he has, of course. And why is this even surprising to me? He's wearing Mickey Mouse Christmas ears from Disneyland.
Oh, that's very cool.
And of course... I imagine he just always is wearing these. I don't think this photo is even from Christmas time. I think this is just how they relax around the house. They put on their mouse ears and just cuddle up. Zoe Deschanel says, quote, 1 year ago, today, I met this kind, caring, hilarious, generous, creative, nerdy, handsome, and all-around incredible human. I am so grateful for every smile, kiss, hug, snuggle, laugh, Scrabble game, escape room, breakfast, lunch, and dinner we share together. Even during the weirdest year for humanity, I want 1,000,000 billion more with you. End quote. I'm sorry. Cut the music.
Wait, did she want 1,000,000 billion more years in COVID?
Escape room?
Oh, no.
These motherfuckers, they
God,
are like...
No, they're really...
They are the, like...
They're that adorkable?
They're the poster children for escape rooms. Listen, no shade to you if you're an escape room person. I'm a little bitter about escape rooms because I've never been invited to go to one. Okay? I'm just not the girl you invite to an escape room, I guess. My friends, they've all gone to them. No one's ever invited me to the escape room. Okay, I am bitter. Do I think I would enjoy it? No. Do I really want to go? Not really, but I'd like to be invited. I'd like to be invited. No one's ever invited me. So I don't like escape rooms because of that. And obviously, like, they would be like the not just people who casually go to escape rooms. Like, I bet Zoe and Property Brother make escape rooms like their whole personality. Like, they go every weekend. I swear to God. I think that's what they do. Also, it's 1 year ago that they met, right? Do you know how they met?
No.
Doing fucking carpool karaoke. And not as a segment on the show, like as this show, as the spin-off show, carpool karaoke.
They were doing like just the shitty whatever
they had
show.
They had like a web series or something where they just did carpool karaoke.
Oh yeah, the Apple TV.
It was like an Apple TV one. That was a year ago today. That
absolutely rocks to me.
That's how they met, by the way. Of course that's how they met, but yeah, that's how they met. They met doing carpool karaoke with it was like two pairs of sisters and brothers. Like, she did it with Emily Deschanel, aka Bones. Shout out to Bones. That's how they met. Oh God. Our next hot second is Lisa Vanderpump. Oh wait, no. Sorry. Rewind.
Rewind.
Our next hot second is KRISTIN CAVALLARI has posted kind of a cozy, if you know what I'm saying, Instagram of her and her ex from Laguna Hills, Stephen COLLETTI. Cozy. Okay.
Coletti.
We've sounded the cozy alarms. She posted this picture of her and her ex from the reality show Laguna Hills, but also like I think really dated. I don't think it was just for the cameras, although hard to say. They're like cozying up. Like they look coupled up, don't you think? And she wrote in the caption, quote, 2004 or 2020.
Whoa.
Kind of cheeky. Here's why I think they're actually back together. First of all, it's good for her brand, you know? It would cause like some good headlines, you know? Because people really love Laguna Hills and the hills. Or Laguna, what is it? Laguna Hills?
The hills?
Laguna.
The hills.
Why does that sound wrong to me now?
The hills.
Laguna Beach.
Yeah.
Laguna Beach and the hills. Two different shows, but mostly the same people. Laguna Hills. Like
Laguna Hills.
I really said that and I knew it wasn't right. Laguna Beach. I don't know. I think they're back together. Also, Jay Cutler, his Instagram that she used to run, called like If Jay Cutler Had an Instagram or whatever the fuck it was called, that got deleted pretty much at the same time that this got posted. So either she had handed the reins back over to Jay and he was running the account and he was like, I got to get off social media. I don't want to see my ex moving on. Or if she was still running the account, she was like, delete, like moving on. Either way, I think she's moving on with Stephen COLLETTI.
Wow.
Okay.
You really think so?
I really know so in my heart, allegedly. Okay. Our next hot second's about Lisa Vanderpump. She has a class action lawsuit against her. I mean, I feel like I read about a different class action lawsuit against Lisa Vanderpump every other day. It does not seem like they treat their employees so well over at the Sir Extended Universe. I guess Villa Blanca's closed now.
You know, if you work at Sir, I have a little recommendation for you on what that stands for.
What?
Seek unemployment relief.
Oh my God. Did you just come up with that?
Yeah, I just came up with that.
Okay. Pretty good. I mean, they are closed. Like, you can't even order takeout right now from there. It says here on E that according to a new lawsuit obtained by E! News, Lisa Vanderpump and husband Ken Todd are accused of breaking multiple labor laws at Sir, the restaurant known by fans of Vanderpump Rules.
Cool.
If you didn't know, Sir is where they shoot Vanderpump Rules. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Allegedly, she's not paying enough or something. Not paying the right amount. Not paying at all. Who knows? I didn't read the article. This is hot seconds.
It's only been a hot second on this kind of bullshit.
I don't care enough to read the article. That's what
bullshit.
Hot seconds is all stuff that I don't have to read the article for.
Hot seconds is like headlines only.
Headlines only. I should change hot seconds to just be like headlines only. I don't have time to read the article. That's longer, but it's more
only news.
It's longer, but it's like more descriptive. Okay, now I need to ask a question that I ask every day on the show.
Uh-huh.
Are Zach Braff and Florence Pugh still together? Oh, you better bet your little asses they are.
Oh, me, oh my.
Hey, Ryan Reynolds finally addressed the fact that he and Blake Lively got married in a plantation.
Okay.
They've really tried to sweep that under the rug.
They really didn't talk about it for a long time.
They've been married for a long time. But fine, and they've been like very tight-lipped about it. They've kind of hinted at like, oh, we've made mistakes in the past, but like they've never said like out and out like, I'm sorry for getting married on a plantation. Until now, he has a profile out in Fast Company, and he actually addressed it. He said, well, here, let me read you this from the article. It says, quote, "The actor is still clearly pained by the hurt the wedding caused, as well as by his own lack of judgment." And then Ryan says, quote, "It's something we'll always be deeply and unreservedly sorry for," he says. "It's impossible to reconcile. What we saw at the time was a wedding venue on Pinterest. What we saw after was a place built upon devastating tragedy. Years ago, we got married again at home, but shame works in weird ways. A giant fucking mistake like that can either cause you to shut down or it can reframe things and move you into action. It doesn't mean you won't fuck up again, but repatterning and challenging lifelong social conditioning is a job that doesn't end." End quote. Very well said by Ryan Reynolds' publicist.
That was Deadpool that said that?
I mean, that's very like well crafted. It sounds like a publicist helped them answer these interview questions, but maybe not.
When he cussed, I was like, that's authenticity.
That's Deadpool, yeah, when he cussed.
And he's like for real, being for real about it.
But here's what's crazy is like, this is still, first of all, they did not find that place on fucking Pinterest. They are celebrities. Someone like had it on a list. Their wedding planner sent it to, like, they're not, do celebrities use Pinterest? I don't think so. The reason why he said Pinterest, I wonder, is because like that venue got taken down from Pinterest because Pinterest had like all these plantations on their wedding boards, and like they made a new company policy that they don't like post pictures of plantations anymore on Pinterest. And this venue was one of the wedding venues that got taken down from Pinterest. Honestly, let's look at the venue. Okay, it's straight up a plantation where like slaves lived. And worked against their will. Horrible trauma occurred in this place.
Lived and were enslaved, yeah.
Like, it's horrible. It's disgusting. And if you go to their website, they've got all these like brochures about their weddings. And I'm not going to show the picture because it's really just gross, but they like have like these parts of the property that they call like cottages. They are like slaves' quarters. And this is like someone's like, cutesy Pinteresty wedding background. I'm so anti-plantation weddings. I think it's disgusting. But
too.
I don't think that's a hot take. I think most people hopefully feel that way.
I'm saying it as a hot take.
Anyway, the plantation's still using Ryan and Blake's wedding as like advertising for the plantation.
Wow.
Like, this was in the wedding brochure that I looked at. Look at this. It's the People magazine cover. By the way, scrubbed everywhere else from the internet. Like, you cannot find pictures of this wedding for the most part. The only thing you can find outside of this press part of the brochure for the plantation is like some close-up shots of food from the wedding. But you can't find anything else.
I like the other ones are like, it's like Southern Bride.
Yeah, Southern Bride, of course.
I guess Martha Stewart weddings. Pretty good.
Anyway, Blake and Ryan are on the cover of People magazine way back when they got married in her wedding dress, like da-da-da-da-da. Can't find any of these pictures anymore. They have a very intense legal team that has scrubbed so much of this from the internet. You also can't find Blake Lively's antebellum themed lifestyle brand that she used to have. That's also scrubbed from the internet. I'm very sus. I'm like, you didn't think about the optics of this at all? I know it was a while ago, but like, come on. Anyway, Kim and Kanye are on an island fortress.
Oh, yeah? That's where Kim and Kanye are?
They're on an island fortress working on their marriage.
Okay.
Is that crazy? They're on an island fortress? Like fortress. The word fortress is like,
fortress?
that makes me like terrified. You could have just said like private resort, but they said fortress. Cait in the chat, my friend Cait, dear dear friend, best friend, thinks that the Kanye meltdown is fake. That I don't agree with Cait, but we've talked at length about this.
I don't agree either.
We've talked at length about this. Cait and I have different theories about the Kanye thing, but she has told me that she thinks it's fake. I mean, they're in a fortress now. I still think they're going to break up. But it's interesting that they're in a fortress.
They're in a fortress.
Yeah, let's read the quote here. The Kardashians are famously photographed everywhere they go, but on this trip, it's designed specifically so there will be no photos. Sources with direct knowledge tell TMZ the fam is staying in what is described as a, quote, fortress, an estate that is so remote it's virtually impossible for trespassers to get close. I don't know what to say. Other than that sounds terrifying. They're in a fortress. Okay.
They're in a fortress.
They're in a fortress.
I wish I could get a fortress these days.
They're in a fortress. I mean, some would say like Calabasas is kind of a fortress.
Yeah.
What island are they? Do we think they're on a private island? It's so. Who leaked this? It's all so crazy. Anyway, coincidentally, as this news dropped, a few hours later, it's being reported that Kanye has dropped his effort to be on the New Jersey presidential ballot.
Wow.
So maybe it's really over.
He might be just become the president of the fortress. You know.
I mean, who knows what country has jurisdiction over this fantastical fortress? Who knows if the fortress is even real? Maybe it's a fortress
of the imagination.
Really, if you think about it, we're all in a fortress of our own making.
It's true, of our own making.
Jack, if we ever get in a fight, can we go like to a fortress to deal with it? To deal with our marriage?
I think we should probably take off to a like a turret of some kind, like a
what's a turret?
Like a garrison, We should go off to like a garrison, a really sort of tactical location. Mostly
what's a garrison?
It's like I said, like a fortress, like a tactical location. Like a little, like a little garrison. A fortress.
All right. I don't know what you're talking about, so
okay. So you're not interested in this?
No.
Jeez.
Do you stand by Ellen?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I don't personally stand by Ellen.
Because all of these celebrities stand by Ellen. Okay, Diane Keaton stands by Ellen. Scooter Braun stands by Ellen. Wow, Scooter Braun.
That's
wow, what a glowing
cool.
endorsement. What a great stand-up guy. Ashton Kutcher stands by Ellen. Katy Perry stands by Ellen.
The I Know Ellen.
Kevin Hart stands by Ellen. And Nacho Figueras, the polo player I talked about on Monday, who was hanging out at Donna Karen's movie party.
Stands with Ellen?
Stands by Ellen.
That's great.
Did I miss someone? Well, Jake Paul's house got fucking raided by the feds. Look at this. This is a shot of federal officers leaving Jake Paul's house with firearms.
So wild.
It's crazy. This guy has rifles, shotguns in his hand. TMZ reported on this all day. It's really, really wild. They said, it appears FBI have seized weapons from Jake Paul's Calabasas homes, firearms specifically. This is based on aerial footage of the scene from ABC 7. Jake's attorney, Richard Schoenfeld, tells TMZ, we understand that a search warrant was executed at Jake's Calabasas home this morning while Jake was out of state. We are still gathering information and will cooperate with the investigation. Who knows where Jake Paul is, but let's look at this next one here. So it seems like this raid on his house has something to do with him getting arrested in Scottsdale. I don't know if you guys remember, but he was like looting during the the protests.
Yeah, that's really what I think it is. Yeah.
So it says here on TMZ, Quote, it appears almost certain Wednesday's raids in Calabasas and Vegas have to do with Jake's Scottsdale arrest. Armani Izzati. Okay, let me stop there. In addition to the feds raiding Jake Paul's mansion in Calabasas, they also raided his friend Armani's house. This guy Armani owns the Graffiti Mansion in Vegas, which is where Jake and Tana got fake married. Do you know that
This guy named Armani owns the Graffiti Mansion?
Yeah, that's right.
Alrighty.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Anyway, so let me continue. It says this has to do with the Scottsdale arrest. Armani Izzati, a longtime collaborator and former friend of Jake's, former friend,
Oh, no.
owns the Vegas home that
Some
was raided by
shade.
the FBI. Izzati was also arrested with Jake in Scottsdale. The FBI has just played its hand partially and revealed the raid is somehow in connection with Jake getting arrested in Scottsdale during a George Floyd protest. The FBI tells TMZ, quote, the FBI is investigating allegations of criminal acts surrounding the incident at Scottsdale Fashion Square in May 2020, end quote. So, yeah, Jake was at the mall and he got arrested for trespassing and he was charged with criminal misdemeanor. But the city attorney dropped the case. So that's why the FBI is in. That's kind of weird, right? Like, the city has dropped the case against Jake Paul. Like, he never actually got in trouble for whatever looting he was doing. But now the feds are, like, raiding his house? Like, I don't like Jake Paul, but this doesn't seem right. Right? What do you make of this? Jack?
It's all bad guys.
It's all bad guys.
It's an Alien versus Predator. It's a whoever wins, we lose.
I know they're both bad. I know that all sides of this are bad, but like, what is this?
It's a whoever wins, we lose.
My brain can't compute like what is happening with Jake Paul, like the YouTuber Jake Paul. Like, what the fuck? Oh my god. Anyway, I have some clips. Let's watch the footage of them taking weapons out of Jake Paul's house.
Jeez.
Look at that. I mean, also it's like he has a lot of weapons.
They have a lot of weapons.
Like, yeah, that guy agrees.
Here's the federal officers that look like troops. Like, they look like they're in like whatever, like camo and shit. Here's them leaving his house in Calabasas in like fucking like trucks.
What's with all the unmarked trucks?
I know,
in America?
it's scary.
I don't
And there's
love
a
all
tank.
the unmarked trucks.
And there's a full-on tank. They needed a tank to go look at Jake Paul's house. Like, this is not normal.
Do they just stand on the side the whole time till it gets back? Or
I don't know,
Do they
it's
like
so
go on the freeway
weird.
and they have to like stand on the side of the truck? Or do
listen.
they like get off and put them in normal cars? Or what the hell is it?
I do not like Jake Paul. In fact, I think he sucks. Major. But what the fuck is going on? Like, what the fuck? I'm tripping out. Fascism is wild.
Wild time.
Like, but I also don't care about Jake Paul at all.
First, they came for Jake Paul, and you didn't care, so you said nothing.
I think it's fucking weird. Are they trying to send a message to the protesters? Because like we don't claim Jake Paul. Like, the protesters like don't want it.
Yeah,
He's
truly.
not like
like this ought to be a message to the rest of you protesters.
like he's not a
all of you
protester. He's like an
leftists.
opportunist.
No, he like was a YouTuber
asshole.
who showed up.
Joined in
He
just
sucks
to-
for showing up, but then also nobody should be getting arrested.
It's odd. I wonder if there's something we don't know. Anyway, here's the footage outside of the Graffiti Mansion where his friend Armand got taken.
Armani.
Oh, is it Armand or Armani?
Says Armani.
Okay. Here's that footage.
Oh, okay. There's the Graffiti Mansion.
Yeah. They paint it something different like every other week because he like sells the rights to the house. Looks like it's painted like a Barbie ad. But yeah, like look at like there's like the same thing. It's like a truck and a big tank with a ton of guard. Like, what are these people? Like fucking army people.
They're moving in.
Homeland Security. What the fuck is this? They're going into the house, guns drawn.
Man.
Like, it's scary. Like, what the fuck is happening? Do you hear that? Was that a gunshot?
Yeah, crazy.
Or that was them busting the door down, probably.
Yeah.
It looks like Waco shit. Like, it is wild what's happening. It is really wild what's happening. Like, as someone who's reporting on celebrity news, I'm just like, I didn't know this would be a story today. Okay.
Yeah. A tactical raid on all of Team 10.
I thought I was just going to be talking about KELIS being pregnant, but apparently there's a military raid on these YouTubers' houses.
Well.
Interesting. Anyway, I thought we could take a sec to talk about the graffiti mansion. Do you want to look at some of the pictures of the graffiti mansion?
Sure.
Because it's on Airbnb. I found the Airbnb listing. Here's the Airbnb listing. Oh, no. Here's the pic of the wedding. They painted it like this just for Jake and Tana's wedding. It's like hashtag Jana forever on the top of the house. The wedding date, 7/28/19. Wow, it's just been their year anniversary.
Wow.
Except for they are not together anymore. So they're probably not celebrating.
There's a Supreme Louis Vuitton version of the house.
I think this guy, like, he's a YouTuber. I think he, like, rents out the front of the house, and he's like, or like rents it out for parties, and he's like, yeah, you can paint it whatever you want. So this is it, like, covered in Louis Vuitton logos and the Supreme logo. Very cool. Here's another one. Oh, this is the backyard for Jake and Tana's wedding. They had a step and repeat. Whatever.
Oh, yeah,
they dressed it for Fortnite. About. They had a Fortnite. They made it the Fortnite mansion. It says Battle Royale. Like, it's all painted Fortnite-y. Like, this place is like, I kind of think it's funny that they do this.
The Fortnite mansion is funny as fuck.
Like, I think that he just rents the house out, and he's like, has a team of painters that'll come change it to whatever. If the company wants to pay enough money, like, he'll paint the house, whatever. Let's go to the next one. Oh, yeah, quarantine mansion. He made it like he threw some quarantine party that was like a foam party in the backyard.
Oh, my God.
And he was like, this is the cleanest house in Vegas, like, or whatever. Like,
Jesus.
This is a quarantine mansion. Are there any more weird paint jobs? Okay, no, here's the Airbnb listing. I believe it's like something like $3,000 a night. It's called, but you can find it on your own if you want. It's called Villa Shangri-La. Will you go back for a sec? Yeah, it's called Villa Shangri-La. It's in Las Vegas. It's like totally still on Airbnb. I went on earlier today. I thought it would have more bad reviews, but it only has like 11 reviews and they're all pretty good. I don't know who would like spend that much money, but whatever. To each their own. It's a nice mansion. Let's look at the rooms and make fun of the interior design. Why not? That's what we do in this show. Pool is kind of nice. There's a lot of Buddha decor.
That's normal stuff.
I mean, maybe Armani's a Buddhist. Can't judge. Okay, here's the bathroom.
Oh, I don't judge if you're a Buddhist. I hope he's a Buddhist with all this Buddha stuff around.
There's a Buddha in the bathroom? I wonder like what the deal is with all the Buddhas.
Buddha under the TV.
Anyway, do you see that? Like in the big giant bathtub in the master bathroom, there's like a dolphin, like a metal dolphin that looks like
a spout.
That's a spout, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's look at the next room. Okay, this is like one of the bedrooms. It's got some like fans on the wall. There's another Buddha in there. Here's another view of that bedroom. Big Buddha head. I'm telling you, there's a lot of Buddha in this house. Here's the backyard, the like cascading pool with another Buddha. There's like a lot of Buddhas. It's very like porny, the house, right? It's kind of porny.
Yeah.
Here's like a pergola. You know, a little shady area. Here's a big, vast lawn. Not that vast, I guess, but I could see, you know, how this is like a place that they rent out for parties, clearly. Here's one of the other bathrooms. There's like bamboo. There's definitely like a theme, a design theme. Anyway, that's the graffiti mansion. It got raided by feds. Who knows what department these people are? Like, truly, do we know? These new class of federal officers that look like military. We don't know what they are, and they have unmarked vehicles.
They got raided by the Department of Unmarked Pickup Trucks.
Yeah, I mean, for real, and a tank. There was a tank at both houses, so
God.
Go figure. All right, thanks for watching Hot and Rich. I will be back on Friday. And hey, rate and review us on Apple Podcasts. It always helps the show. And thank you to Cait Shapiro and Hog Trucker for the theme song. Thank you to Jack Allison for producing the show. Thank you to all the mods in the chat who helped us out earlier.
Yeah, big thanks to the mods today.
And until next time, stay hot and stay rich.
I'm so fucking rich and hot. I'm so